If you have just seen my third Christmas special of the year and were shocked at the franchise I chose to do my crossover with, hear me out. Even though this franchise has been getting a bad reputation for its mediocre live-action movies, I will explain why I became a fan in the first place. My first glimpse into this franchise was when I was little and kept seeing those Chipmunks sing-along compilation tapes on VHS. Even though they were released in the 90s, they strangely consisted of musical segments from the classic 60s series. But at least my introduction to the Chipmunks was from the classic Bagdasarian Senior era, and not the live-action movies. In fact, I have never seen them at all. For most of my life, though, this franchise wasn't a huge part of my childhood. I was more into Sonic the Hedgehog, hence my username, and Bionicle. But all that changed when I saw the Nostalgia Critic episode where he reviewed the first live-action Chipmunk movie. Weird, right? But what's even stranger is my reaction to the NC's take on the Chipmunk voices in part to the episode. I was actually demonstrating and testing myself on the traditional way to get the Chipmunk voice by speaking really slowly and then speeding up the footage by a factor of 2, unlike the digital shortcut that everybody uses now. This was clearly made as a test for me and nothing else. But soon enough, it escalated to the point where I made a whole Chipmunk cover of Bohemian Rhapsody and started making other covers of my favorite songs. This whole thing went from pure demonstration to full-on obsession. I never thought I would become a fan of the franchise after the Nostalgia Critic episode. But I did. I really did. Did you become a fan of a certain franchise for a weirder reason than that? If so, let me know. Even then, if it weren't for what I'm about to tell you, I wouldn't let you know about my plans for future fan content of this franchise from me. When I was building up my Chipmunk cover library, I thought I would love to be able to download YouTube uploaded Chipmunk covers of other songs I really liked. But when I started listening to them, I suddenly realized how little effort they put into chipmunking those songs. I mean, they didn't even try! First of all, if you do it like that, you also chipmunk the instruments as well. They are not supposed to have their pitch increased. Second, the vocals that were chipmunked don't even sound a lot like the official Chipmunk characters. I am absolutely baffled that many fan covers on YouTube would be so lazy. The good news is that I actually have a great singing voice, and I'm sure there are famous YouTubers who could sing great songs. Hell, when I played my own Chipmunk cover of Thriller for my mom on Halloween night this year, she really liked it. I just took an instrumental version of the song, slowed it down, and stepped into the characters' roles and sung over that instrumental version of the song before speeding it back up. Because of this, for 2017, I might start making superior Chipmunk covers to upload to YouTube and possibly some Chipmunk shorts made in the same style as my Sonic shorts. But there's one big problem. There aren't any Chipmunk models at all on Source Filmmaker or even Gary's Mod. I have no experience making models like this at all, and yet lack of these models prevent me from unleashing my full potential to make these shorts the best I can. Now, I know a few fan channels have worked around this by either using a slideshow of characters for whenever each respective character speaks, or made a blank canvas and pasted still images of these characters on the canvas whenever these characters were supposed to be in the scene. But still, I would rather use 3D Chipmunk models in Source Filmmaker than resort to still images. Besides, whereas I couldn't think of any ideas of Sonic shorts by myself, I'm actually going to rely mostly on fan requests. I actually have a really brilliant idea for a Chipmunk short I am completely surprised Bagdasarian Productions never did. Or at least I think they never did. Because of Alvin's impulsive, self-obsessed personality and the fact I actually saw a few episodes with him being super depressed, I came up with a brilliant idea of a short that involves Alvin attempting suicide. Why didn't anybody think of this yet? Now, if you don't have them on already, turn annotations on and you'll see an eye icon on the top right corner of the video player. That is where YouTube cards are usually stored. Here, you will find a poll that you can answer. I have already polluted my channel with lots of content, Angry German Kid parodies, Downfall parodies, YouTube poops, and Sonic shorts. Is it worth it for me to add Chipmunk shorts and covers to this same channel? Or is it time for me to make a secondary channel to make Chipmunk content on? Or are you fine either way? If the majority of the answers I could find from you are, it doesn't matter, then I know which other answer I will employ. Anyway, whether it is on the main channel or on a secondary channel, expect some superior Chipmunk covers to those already out there. And someone please make me some Chipmunk models for SFM so I could actually use them, preferably in the same style as the 80s series or the current Nickelodeon series. Then I can make Chipmunk shorts the way I really want to.